Hello YouTube and welcome to a brand new episode of Movie Time with Wes. Once again, we're hitting the Dollar Tree movie haul here. I couldn't stay away. Actually, a job took me to a place way on the other side of town from me. And in between there and here is the main Dollar Tree I normally have the best luck at as far as movies go whenever there's a drop. And that was the one I mentioned in my last Dollar Tree video that they never got movies in. And surprise, surprise, I stopped by there. It was basically the Friday, a week after Black Friday, and they had just put their movies out. So I don't know what happened with that store. Something crazy went on there, and they're never put out their movies. They were trying to do something sneaky with them. I don't know what happened, but yeah, finally, the week after Black Friday, they finally put their movies out, and they put out a ton of movies. Like, I'm talking like 25 boxes, 30 boxes maybe. It was this huge stack that was basically like 2 end caps full of movies. Just crazy amounts of movies. And so, as I said, I was going by there, a job took me by there, and I thought, I'm going to try one more time just to see, and thankfully I did, and yeah, it was a good time. So let's go ahead and get into what I found. I think I got 27 titles here, 27 or 28 titles. This is actually from 2 days. I went back on Saturday to pick up one more thing that I missed, and I ended up getting a few more titles at that on Saturday as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first one I got here is a DVD of The Adventures of Huck, Finn. Two Unlikely Friends, One Outstanding Adventure with Jackie Ito, Leon Seidel, and Louis Hoffman. Don't know any of these actors. I think this is a newer version of Huck Finn. Yeah, for $1, give that a try. Here's a World War II movie with Sean Bean and Danny Dyer, Age of Heroes. All-out, guns-blazing World War II action epic based on the true story of James Bond author Ian Fleming's elite 30 Commando Assault Unit. So kind of a cool historical kind of thing there. Looked like a fun time, so give that a shot. This next one, The 33. This is the movie version of the Chilean miners that got trapped in the mine, and the movie's from 2010. It happened in 2010. The movie's from 2013. So, yeah, I thought it would be cool. Heard all about the story, but never actually saw the movie, so we're going to check that one out. This next one looked like a fun one, kind of a fast-paced kind of comedy kind of thing here. Car Dogs. It says, better buckle up. 8 hours to sell 300 cars. So yeah, these crazy car dealers have 8 hours to sell 300 cars, and hilarity ensues, and yeah, we'll see. So check that one out. That one does have George Lopez in it. This next one is a Korean movie. I always like to pick up these Korean action movies. They're pretty good usually. This is Park Hoon-jung's New World. It says a superb gangster thriller, so we'll give that one a shot. This one was kind of funny. It looked like kind of an Indiana Jones kind of ripoff, and I always like adventure or action kind of movies like Indiana Jones, so we'll give it a try. The cover looks good. I imagine the cover looks good, and maybe the movie's not so good. It's an Echo Bridge release. This is Jack Hunter in The Lost Treasure of Ugarit. This next one was one I saw other people picking up in their hauls, or they release finding when they're doing their flip-throughs in the store. And I wanted to have it in the collection for $1. Val Kilmer, Tommy Lee Jones, and Jim Carrey in Batman Forever. I didn't notice it. This one has a big cut on the front when somebody was opening. Well, it wouldn't be the Dollar Tree box because they're stacked in there sort of upright, so it wouldn't have happened then, but probably in whatever store this was in. So went ahead and grabbed that one. This next one, T2 Train Spotting 2. Some sequels are worth the wait. I haven't heard much about the sequel to Train Spotting, so I don't know. I've never seen it before. I don't know if this is any good or not, but for $1, who cares? This next one I picked up is at a cool slip, mainly. This is Hush Money. The fear of losing everything has its consequences. And the synopsis on the back is just nuts. It's an art teacher's plans fall apart when he kidnaps a ball player's daughter to repay a debt to a ruthless mob boss. I don't know. That's just nutty sounding, but we'll see. Sometimes movies are so bad they're good. This next one looked like a pretty fun one as well. Sharon Stone and Billy Zane in Border Run. Sharon Stone stars as a television reporter, a hard-nosed right-wing journalist who exposed liberal politicians soft on illegal immigration. But when her relief worker brother goes missing in Mexico, Sophie's own south-of-the-border investigation traps her in a deadly underworld of smugglers and cold-blooded murder, where nothing is what it seems and nobody can be trusted, inspired by true events. Border Run. So, see what that's all about. This one I remember seeing in Walmart, and the slip on it has a cool look to it, and it's the Ides of March, and my birthday is March 15th, which is the Ides of March, so I guess that's mainly why it caught my eye. But yeah, it's a thriller here. It's got Ryan Gosling, George Clooney, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Paul Giamatti, Marissa Tomei, and Evan Rachel Wood. Just a political kind of thriller kind of movie. So thought I'd give that one a shot. This one I was really glad to find. I saw other people finding it in their hauls, and I never got around to finding it. My friend growing up always talked about this movie. I've never actually seen it, so I want to actually see the movie just to get all the references he was talking about, and that is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So got this one. I'm glad to have found this one. This was one I was hoping to find, and I'm glad I found it. Next one I got here is a classic family movie. This is Where the Red Fern Grows. And this is an Echo Bridge release, and it comes with 3 bonus movies: The Legend of Wolf Mountain, The Proud Rebel, and Baker's Hawk. So just some classic family kind of movies. It'll be fun sort of nostalgia to sit down and enjoy those at some point. This next one is a documentary, looked pretty good, a political documentary about people running for the mayor of San Francisco against Willie Brown. This is titled See How They Run. Give that one a try. Always like documentaries, and political based stuff is good to me. This one, I like the synopsis on it, so I had to grab it. I'm gonna watch it pretty soon here since it's a Christmas movie, and this is titled Switchmas. A Christmas-obsessed Jewish boy on his way to sunny Florida figures out how to get the Christmas of his dreams by trading airline tickets and places with another boy on his way to snowy Christmas town, Washington. The Jewish kid wants to have a Christmas, and the Christian boy wants to have just a sunny vacation, so they switch places, and it should be pretty fun and cute. Give that one a shot. This one sounded pretty interesting to me. IFC Films, titled The Trip, with Steve Coogan and Rob Brydon. It says, when Steve Coogan is asked by the Observer to tour the country's finest restaurants, he envisions it as the perfect getaway with his beautiful girlfriend, but when she backs out on him, he has no one to accompany him but his best friend and source of eternal aggravation, Rob Brydon. As the brilliant comic duo, freestyling with flair, drive each other mad with constant competition and showdowns and competing impressions of famous celebrities, the ultimate odd couple realize in the end a rich amount about not only good food, but in the nature of fame, relationships, and their own lives. So kind of a buddy comedy road trip movie. Should be pretty interesting, hopefully. This next one is kind of a fun indie cinema movie that I've heard about, but I've never actually seen, so I was glad to have found it at Dollar Tree, and that is Thumbsucker. With Tilda Swinton, Keanu Reeves is in this, Vince Vaughn. Yeah, should be a pretty fun one to check out. As I said, I've heard about it, never actually seen it. This next one I saw, I almost passed on it, but I decided to give it a shot. It's on Blu-ray, and that is the movie The Judge with Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Duvall. Sort of a father-son story. The father plays a judge in a small town, and the son is kind of like a big city lawyer, and he comes home, and he's got to help his dad with a case or something to that effect. So we'll give that one a shot. This next one is another one I saw other people finding, hadn't found it, and was glad to have finally found it in this late drop at this my favorite store, and that is Friday. Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. And this is the director's cut, whatever that means. It's only 97 minutes, so I don't think there's too much extra there, or maybe they cut some out. I don't know. But that's Friday, the director's cut. Was glad to pick that one up for $1. This one's a classic, another holiday-themed one that we're going to have to get to in the next couple weeks here. Andy Griffith Christmas Special. These are the colorized Christmas specials. I bought the I Love Lucy one years ago. Actually, paid full price for it when it came out. I think it was only $10 or so. It wasn't too expensive, but I thought I'd check out this Andy Griffith one here. Just 2 episodes on there, colorized. Okay, so now we're moving on to the ones I picked up on Saturday. As I said, I decided to go back to there to pick up one movie, and I did find it, and that is this one, The Dead Don't Die in Dallas. So this is William Belly, a drag queen, and it says, a miracle pill that supposedly will cure all viral infectious diseases turned most of humanity into zombies. The few survivors in a small Texas town barricade themselves into an abandoned building. It soon becomes clear that the survivors can be split into 2 groups, Bible thumpers and queer folk. So yeah, just a crazy synopsis, a crazy idea of a movie, very, very fitting for these times we're in right now. Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun ride to check this one out. So definitely wanted to go back and pick this one up, and I'm glad it was still there. Glad we were able to find a copy of that one. I didn't expect that one to go quickly. This next one, everyone says it's bad. I never saw it. I really haven't watched the TV show that much either, so I don't really have any preconceived notions about this. And it's got Dax Shepard and Michael Pena in it, so I thought I'd give it a try, and that's Chips. Maybe it'll have at least a few funny moments in it. I had to pick it up. Couldn't resist. This next one, I passed on it originally as well and thought, I'd like to check this out. I think it might be a fun one. Alex Morgan, Alex and Me, movie about female soccer players. This next one is a Magnolia release. Looked interesting. It's had a pretty interesting synopsis, and that is Shadow Dancer. This one's got Clive Owen and Gillian Anderson in it. When single mother Colette McVeigh is arrested for her part in an aborted IRA plot in London, an M15 officer offers her a choice: lose everything and go to prison, or return to Belfast and spy on her own family. With her son's life in the hands, Colette chooses to place her trust in the MI5 and return home when her brother's secret operation is ambushed. Suspicions of an informant are raised, and Colette finds both herself and her family in grave danger. So that's Shadow Dancer. This next one, another just too crazy not to pick up. This is a Jason Priestley film with Richard Dreyfuss and Tatiana Maslany, Cass and Dylan. So kind of a comedy road trip kind of movie. Yeah, I couldn't resist picking that one up. Another one kind of in the same vein, just it's too odd not to pick up. This is a movie directed by Katie Holmes. Stars Katie Holmes, and that is the movie All We Had. So this is Katie Holmes makes her directorial debut and stars in this coming-of-age drama as the dark side of the American dream threatens their home and tests their bond. A resilient mother and daughter find strength in each other. All We Had star-studded cast includes Luke Wilson is in this, Mark Consuelos, Richard Kind. Yeah, I thought, who knows? We'll give it a shot. And the last one here, one I passed on originally as well, and thought, I'd like to give this a try. I do remember the trailer to this movie, and it had a few laughs in the trailer, so I thought, what the heck, we'll give it a try. And that is The Nice Guys, Private Dicks. So it's got Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling in it. In order to solve the crime of the century, these two will have to play nice. So those are my second Dollar Tree haul pickups. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me any comments down below you have about any of these movies. If you've seen them before, let me know if there's something I should be on the lookout for when I'm out and about at Dollar Trees. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, great night. Please subscribe if you aren't already so you can be kept up to date with future episodes talking about movies and music and all the different types of things we like to do here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you at the movies. Cheers.